Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are going to be testing the code to Infinite in 1.84, the newest version of Minecraft, and this could very easily be a short episode, but let's jump into it and see what works, see what doesn't work, and get into 11 Infinite, the code to new version, new copy of the file. Have not loaded it up. This is the exact thing we would see if as the first time when we played it. If for some reason you haven't watched the series before this where I actually played the code 2, you're going to get spoiled, and it would be really silly to be watching this. Or if you just watch deconstructing the code 2, uh, that would be kind of silly too. Go back and watch this. Go back and watch the code 1. That makes sense. One thing you can definitely tell is everything looks a lot better and renders smoother in 1.84. Let's see. So press E for inventory. Yeah, I got an achievement. You can see already at the beginning that there is bottom halves of iron doors all around here. Something you did not see in 1.64. That is because that was the only way to create barriers, is to glitch in a pattern like this of iron doors. Now we have the wonderful barrier block, and you don't need any of that stuff. So we go down here, we jump down here, and it says turn on command blocks face down. And then we can see that this room is all a facade, and all of it is not real. Turn on command blocks, frowny face. This doesn't go anywhere. And I do have command blocks on. That is not the problem. The problem is as we set ourselves to, I can't even do it. Oh, I don't even have permission, so it won't even let me type game mode. So we have to start cheating immediately. Open to LAN, allow cheats, start the LAN world, game mode, creative. Well, actually, spectator. Why not? The problem with the code 2 and the problem with the code 1 was the same, is that he uses spawners for nearly every single thing to activate. Here you can see the bottom halves of the doors are glitched in. So somewhere down here is a spawner which doesn't work out of 1.8, 1.64 because it's been programmed and edited, and it would normally teleport some rocks, spawn some cobblestone onto something like here, and from there, let's go into creative mode so I can click on things and have a hand and all that. Spectator was the wrong mode, I suppose. There we go. So this is a relative teleport to move me from this one room just relative to this room. And this is where we would begin the infinite. Notice the doors again. Different pattern, but same thing. Can't get through it. But oddly enough, you could have reached things. So if I were to punch that, for instance, it'll definitely break. But I don't think I would have been able to punch it in the mode I was in. Maybe I would have, maybe I wouldn't have. So we go to the infinite stairs. And we climb, and we climb, and we climb. And at the top, when we reach the top, we will see this right here. That's not supposed to be there. It has missed some of its trickery already. It was supposed to teleport us to a different top that was a clone, and it didn't. We were supposed to have hit right to a point right about here where there was a staircase and an enchanting bottle being spawned. But since that didn't work, we can go over here, and this is supposed to teleport us. One trick that does work in 1.84 is this, somewhat. No? I guess I have to go up one because this one's not an actual fake wall. Interesting. I thought that did work. So we'll go up one. When you get in that room, it doesn't work quite as well as it used to. Using falling sand entities, it would fake a wall there. And now it's not there. And now it doesn't work. Another bug fixed. A lot of trickery was done in falling sand entities that you're never supposed to be able to get to this room, and definitely never supposed to be able to get to this room. But just in case, only one copy of this room is supposed to be able to get to. It's this one. So always you could walk through here. And when you jump down, that still works. Hey, that's interesting. It's very interesting that one thing works. I didn't think anything was going to work. We jump down here. Supposed to be teleported, are we not? So, from this one, we're supposed to be teleported into, I believe, this one. And it uses the falling sand entity to drop us down here, which then is supposed to take us to teleport us all the way over to the very edge of this block puzzle, this amazingly genius block puzzle that we start with right here. Start right here in this area. You have your falling sand entity. You would be able to jump, and the jump would have activated this and only this, and that's supposed to teleport you that way. And from teleporting that way, you have two options. You can stand behind it, jump facing that direction, or stand behind it over on the other side and jump, and it will push it that way. Because each room is an exact copy. The only difference is where the falling sand entity, which was masked to look like a block, kind of like this quartz block, but the chiseled version. And then there is also a torch that gives a particle effect. And so you would continue down this path, pushing the blocks all around. This is the exact pattern. You go this way, this way, this way, this way, and then this way, this way, this way, I believe, this way, this way, this way. Notice that there are some rooms where if you push it the wrong way, you'll just be stuck and you can't win. You have to kill yourself and come back. Continue pushing it this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way, I believe. Let us check. Yep. So you push it around these holes and these these things. And then when you go into this room, it falls it pretends like it fell down, and you're here. And from there you can walk in here, and you walk in here, and it's supposed to teleport you. But it won't do it in 1.84. And let's see, where does this one teleport you? Might as well break things, they're not working anyways. I believe it teleports you to this room. And there is a, yeah, it teleports you to this room. And you walk around this room, and there is a spawner right below it that would trigger somewhere. There's a spawn, no, it's right here. And when it triggers, it teleports you relative to where you are a little bit higher. So you look at this room and you go, well, this looks exactly like the same room, so it does this whole kind of fake animation. Each time you go up, a little bit more of the room is broken. And a little bit more is broken. And a little bit more is broken. And a little bit more is broken. And at that point, with the one cube, it starts teleporting you this direction to another room where the a little bit more is missing, and then you get into this one where a little bit more of the roof is missing, and some of the floor starts going, and it starts destroying itself more and more, and it does this animation thing, and you're like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble now. I'm gonna die. Now, what'd be interesting is you see how the platform is giving away here, and the room is expanding. Actually, the room is expanding too. It's bigger turning into a circle than it is actually just breaking and falling apart. That's an interesting observation I just realized. And then your last thing is here, where you see that it's totally gone, and you just fall. And so when I fall and die, where will I respawn? Is the question. In 1.84, does it spawn me in the right place? No, it doesn't. It spawns me right here, which is the wrong place. It was supposed to respawn me here, and again, just a factor of nothing is working in 1.84. I think at that point, this door was supposed to open, and we were supposed to have done this puzzle, which won't work for some reason. And then from this puzzle we go into this puzzle, which I don't think will work. He definitely only used the one trick. So we are in the right place. If we go up here, none of these will actually work. There's no, like, that's interesting. That's not supposed to work. Alright, let's see if this puzzle works. So, as far as I remember, the solution is red, red, blue. Well, that one didn't work at all. That one didn't work at all. That one didn't work at all. That doesn't go anywhere. That doesn't go anywhere. see. Let's go back this way. Maybe it was red, blue. Or maybe I just messed up. Blue. Is this working or is it half working? Maybe it was red, blue, blue. This is definitely not being randomized. We will just cheat. I am not going to spend the time to do it. Let's see. It's supposed to be... We start here, and the solution is red, red. So let's get back in here. Isn't that where we were? And blue. I must have taken a wrong turn at some point. And then it has put the death effect on me. You weren't supposed to be able to jump up to these sections. This is actually overkill on the facade because you would never be able to see anything above that. But you did it anyways. And then there's just more facade jumping down. I think it may have been set to teleport people, so it may have not actually been overkill on the facade, just in case. Because it puts you on this infinite loop, and in that infinite loop, you die again, and when you die, you are back in the thing here. Infinite loops. And I think maybe at this point you go this way. Maybe you don't. And that's supposed to teleport you, and it's not. Let's see. There is so much here, but it is all just being run by this. Ooh, maybe this circuitry really does change the pattern on how you go through that puzzle. It might very well. This is the only place where you have all four colors. So let's see. So maybe the code is yellow, red, green, blue, red, blue, blue, red, and then yellow, and then green, and then red. How is that supposed to be the code? Where were we supposed to have gotten that from? Yeah, this is almost certainly the solution right here. And you can tell by, like, when there's something there, when I drop something there, it will turn off this long enough to stop, to allow power to go through here. And then you'd have to take it back and put it on the next one, and this is done through the spawner, and it allows power to go through the second one. And you'd have to keep on doing that. But I never saw code that matched what I just said. I never saw any code, anything like that. When all of that is said and done, let's see, it goes this way to turn off the power to, let's give ourselves a redstone block, because you never know when you need some power. And it just teleports me to a new area, a relative teleport to the right. Oh, there's so much more to this map, but it's all the same trick. It's all the same stuff. Like here, when we here's a whole section I forgot about. This was really early in the game. You have the lights on, they're supposed to be off. You walk through here, they're supposed to go off or come on. I think they're supposed to go off. And none of that is going to work. None of that is going to be triggered. It's actually a very cool puzzle, this is, because it has you going back and forth between these three rooms. So this room which has a copy in it, and this room, and then you turn around and you go back. And it feels like you're going in all kinds of circles when really you're not. And all of that is just activated by these spawners, which they do work, they do glow, but they don't spawn the items. They don't activate, they don't work in anything but 1.64, which is a major problem. There's not a single bit of puzzle in this that works out of 1.64. He used the same thing in all of them. And a lot of it he had to, a lot of it he just chose to. Uh, even in this jump puzzle. This jump puzzle is one of his most unique puzzles. Even in this, he used spawners. So it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Uh, that is, he uses scoreboards in this jump puzzle, which he doesn't use anywhere else, but it's all activated by spawners. Everything's activated by spawners. And he could go back and definitely fix a lot of these things. And I could see he even, Jesperdian, that is who I'm talking about when I say he, I could even see a significant reduction in the amount of circuitry if he went back um, and did that. But yeah, it's gonna take some work. I would definitely like to see Jesperdian go back and fix the code 1 and the code 2, and I think even the code 3 needs some work to work. Following the way the game was supposed to work, because all of his cool puzzles are made on the back of uh, bugs in the system, bugs that needed to be corrected for other reasons. And so I'm glad you can always go back to the old versions of Minecraft and still play it, but it would be nice if it would work with the faster renderer. It'd be nice if he used the things that were created particularly for Jesperdian and other map creators. The barrier block. Let's see. When I give myself a barrier block, that was created specifically for this. So when let's see if I can put one down on the wall here. There. Barrier blocks. Specifically created, cannot be seen, don't have to go through glitches. They're right there. There's the barrier blocks. You only see them when you're holding a barrier, and you only get barrier blocks in creative. There are tons of commands for command blocks that would do what the spawn, do all of the tricks. All you need to do now, instead of having a spawner, which was a slow thing, hurt the processing speed, is you run a command block that says test for. That's all you have to do, is test for a player in a range. If he's in that range, it will send out a signal out of one of the comparators into another command block. It's just that simple. So it's really not even that much change to his circuitry. Now, I am not sure I want Jesperdian to go fix his old stuff if it's going to hurt him creating something new and great. I think what I have to do is leave it into his own recognizance and say, if you don't have any new ideas, work on this. Make it work in all the future versions as best you can. I know they may change something in some future version that would break it again, but go back and get it to work, uh, and add some new stuff. This was a great puzzle map. It, I may get some ideas off of it. I'm gonna have to think about that, but it does not work in 1.84. I pretty much knew it wasn't going to. And so that's going to be the end of this episode. It's a real disappointment. I know. I mean, we could try and trigger some of the command blocks to teleport us into places. We could. I mean, I have no way of even getting to the WTF section without a command block because it's thousands and thousands of blocks away. So there's just no way. Uh, but anyways, that's the end of the code 2. As a series, I am going to be doing the code 3. The code 3 is a major improvement from the code 1 and the code 2. He learned a lot. He did make some major improvements. It does not run on 1.64. It actually runs on 1.74, I believe. Still not 1.84, but that is at least some progress. It's going to be smoother. It's going to be more diverse. It's going to be have more new puzzles that are going to take a lot of probably a longer time to beat for me, really. Anyways, that's the end of this. As always, I ask you to like my videos, share them, subscribe to my channel, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me with YouTube. Go back in my playlist, watch my other games. I've played lots of games, done lots of reviews. Check them all out. Help me out. There are 2 ways you can support me further. One is by clicking on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. You can just donate money to me. That's really great. Or you can click the Amazon.com affiliate link in the description and just normally shop at Amazon.com. The prices don't go up for you when you click on that link, and I get a small reward when you buy something. Uh, if you want to follow me on practically any social media site or friend me on Steam or Battle.net, all that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.